What's up, guys? Welcome back my YouTube channel. Today I will telling about UK top 4 ultra rare coin, 2 new pence coin Elizabeth, 2 United Kingdom British coin. The UK 2 new pence coin dated 1971 is one of the most historically important coins in modern British numismatics. This coin was introduced during a major turning point in the United Kingdom's monetary system, known as Decimal Day. On February 15th, 1971, Britain officially changed from the old pounds, shillings, and pence system to a simpler decimal system, where £1 was divided into 100 new pence. The 2 new pence coin became a symbol of this transformation and marked the beginning of a new era in everyday British currency. The coin features the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse. This is the first decimal portrait of the Queen, designed by Arnold Machin, whose elegant and dignified effigy became one of the most recognized royal portraits in the world. The Queen is shown facing right, wearing a laurel wreath, which reflects classical tradition and continuity of the monarchy. Around the portrait is the Latin inscription Elizabeth II DD Reg FD, which stands for Elizabeth II by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. This inscription connects the modern coin to centuries of British coinage tradition. On the reverse side, the 1971 2 new pence coin displays the famous Prince of Wales feathers, a long-standing symbol associated with the heir to the British throne. The 3 feathers are topped by a coronet, and below them is a banner bearing the German motto Ich dien, meaning I serve. This design was created by Christopher Ironside, who is responsible for many of the reverse designs used in Britain's first decimal coinage. The denomination 2 new pence appears clearly on the coin, emphasizing the introduction of the new decimal system. The coin is made of bronze and has a solid, weighty feel. It has a diameter of approximately 25.9 millimeters and weighs about 7.12 grams. The edge of the coin is plain, and its rich brown color gives it a classic appearance that many collectors find appealing. Because these coins were produced in very large numbers to support the new decimal currency, they were commonly used in everyday transactions during the 1970s and 1980s. In terms of mintage, the 1971 2 new pence coin was struck in extremely high quantities, with over 1.5 billion coins produced. This massive mintage means that the coin is not rare, and many examples still exist today. As a result, most circulated coins have relatively low monetary value. In worn or circulated condition, the coin is typically worth only its face value or a small premium, often ranging from a few pence up to around 20 or 30 pence, depending on condition. However, value increases when the coin is found in better condition. Uncirculated or brilliant uncirculated examples can be worth more, especially if they retain their original mint luster and show no signs of wear. Such coins may sell for £1 to £3, and sometimes slightly more if they are particularly well preserved. Proof versions, which are specially made for collectors and often included in official mint sets, are more desirable and can fetch higher prices depending on demand and condition. Beyond its market value, the true importance of a 1971 2 new pence coin lies in its historical significance. It represents a major change in British daily life, as millions of people had to learn a new way of counting money. For many collectors, this coin is a nostalgic reminder of Britain's decimalization and an essential piece of any UK coin collection. In conclusion, while the UK 2 new pence coin from 1971 featuring Queen Elizabeth II may not be rare or highly valuable, it holds a special place in history. Its elegant design, connection to Decimal Day, and role in modern British currency make it a meaningful and collectible coin that continues to attract interest from numismatists around the world. Next coin. The UK 2 pence coin dated 1994 featuring Queen Elizabeth II is a familiar yet fascinating piece of British decimal coinage, and while it may look ordinary at first glance, it carries history, symbolism, and modest collector interest that makes it worth talking about. The 2 pence coin belongs to the decimal currency system introduced in the United Kingdom in 1971, a major change that simplified the older pounds, shillings, and pence system. By 1994, the 2 pence coin was already well established in everyday circulation, serving as a small but essential part of daily transactions across the country. On the obverse side of the 1994 2 pence coin is the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. This coin features the third definitive portrait of the Queen, designed by sculptor Raphael Maklauf. In this design, the Queen is shown facing right, wearing the George IV state diadem, a crown traditionally used in British coinage. Around the portrait is the Latin inscription, Elizabeth II DG Reg FD, which translates to Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. This inscription reflects the long-standing tradition of royal authority and continuity in British coin designs. The reverse side of the coin displays the iconic Prince of Wales's feathers, a design created by Christopher Ironside. The feathers are topped with a coronet, and beneath them is a ribbon bearing the German motto, Ich dien, meaning I serve. This emblem has been associated with the Prince of Wales for centuries and symbolizes duty, service, and loyalty to the nation. Below the design is the denomination 2 pence, clearly marking its value. The 1994 UK 2 pence coin is made of copper-plated steel, a change introduced in 1992. Before that year, 2 pence coins were struck in bronze. This means the 1994 coin is magnetic, which is a simple way to distinguish it from older bronze versions. The coin has a diameter of approximately 25.9 millimeters and a smooth edge, giving it a solid and recognizable feel despite its low face value. In terms of mintage, millions of 2 pence coins were produced in 1994 to meet everyday circulation needs. Because of this high production number, the coin is not considered rare. In circulated condition, its value is usually very close to face value, around 2 pence. Even in uncirculated condition, the value typically ranges from a few pence up to around 30 to 50 pence, depending on quality and demand. Brilliant uncirculated examples, or coins preserved in mint condition, may attract slightly higher prices from collectors, especially if they are part of a complete date set. While the 1994 2 pence coin may not be a high-value treasure, it remains an important piece of modern British numismatic history. It represents the era of Queen Elizabeth II, the stability of a UK decimal system, and the everyday coins that quietly tell the story of a nation's economy. For collectors, beginners, or history enthusiasts, this coin is a reminder that even the smallest denominations can carry lasting historical and cultural significance. Next coin. Today we are exploring the United Kingdom 2 pence coin dated 1997, a familiar yet interesting coin that features Queen Elizabeth II. Although this coin is still commonly found in circulation, it carries historical importance and modest collectible value, especially for beginners in coin collecting. The 2 pence coin was introduced in 1971 as part of the UK's decimal currency system, replacing the old pre-decimal pennies. By 1997, the design had already become iconic. The coin is made of bronze-plated steel, giving it a reddish-brown appearance, and it weighs 7.12 grams with a diameter of 25.9 millimeters. Its size and color make it instantly recognizable among British coins. On the obverse side, the coin displays the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. The 1997 issue features the third portrait of the Queen, designed by Raphael Maklauf. In this portrait, the Queen is shown wearing the royal diadem, symbolizing dignity and continuity. Around the portrait, the inscription reads Elizabeth II DG Reg V 1997, which stands for By the Grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. This inscription reflects the long-standing tradition of British coinage. The reverse side of the 2 pence coin features a design by Christopher Ironside. It shows the Prince of Wales's feathers above a coronet, a symbol deeply connected to British royal heritage. Below the design, the denomination 2 pence is clearly written. This reverse design was used from 1971 until 2008, making it one of the most enduring designs in modern UK coin history. In terms of mintage, millions of 2 pence coins were produced in 1997, which means the coin is not considered rare. Because of this high production number, Most circulated examples hold only face value in everyday use. However, collectors still seek well-preserved pieces, especially those in uncirculated or brilliant condition. When it comes to value, a circulated 1997 UK 2-pence coin is generally worth its face value of 2 pence. In uncirculated condition, the value may range from approximately 10 to 30 pence, depending on demand and overall quality. Coins with errors, such as off-center strikes or missing details, can sometimes fetch higher prices among collectors. The 1997 2-pence coin is a great example of how even ordinary coins can tell a story. It represents the stability of the British currency system and the long reign of Queen Elizabeth II. For new collectors, this coin is an excellent starting point, offering history, royal symbolism, and accessibility all in one small piece of metal. Whether you find it in your pocket change or add it to a collection, the 1997 UK 2-pence coin remains a timeless reminder of Britain's modern coinage era. The next coin. The UK 2-pence coin dated 2008 featuring Queen Elizabeth II is a familiar coin to many people, yet carries an interesting story, historical significance, and collectible value that often goes unnoticed. This coin was issued by the Royal Mint during a period when Britain was still using the traditional decimal system introduced in 1971. The 2-pence denomination played an important role in everyday transactions, making it one of the most widely circulated coins in the United Kingdom. On the obverse side of the coin, we see the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II designed by Ian Rank Broadley, whose initials IRB appear just below the Queen's neckline. This portrait was introduced in 1998 and remained in use until 2015. It shows the Queen wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, giving the design a dignified and regal appearance. Around the portrait, the inscription reads Elizabeth II Dei Gratia Regina Fide Def, which translates to Elizabeth II by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. The reverse side of the 2008 2-pence coin features a design by Matthew Dent, introduced in the same year. This design shows a section of the royal shield, specifically the lower left quadrant. When combined with the other denominations, the full royal shield is formed, making this series one of the most creative redesigns in modern British coinage. Below the shield, the denomination 2 pence is clearly inscribed. The coin is struck in copper-plated steel, which gives it a bright copper appearance, although it contains no actual copper at its core. It has a diameter of 25.9 millimeters and a weight of 7.12 grams, making it slightly larger than the 1-pence coin. Millions of these coins were minted in 2008, meaning they're common in circulation and easy to find even today. In terms of value, the standard 2008 UK 2-pence coin with the IRB portrait is generally worth its face value of 2 pence when circulated. However, coins in uncirculated or brilliant uncirculated condition can sell for higher prices among collectors. Depending on condition, a well-preserved coin may be worth between 20 pence and £2. Coins taken directly from mint sets or with minimal were the most desirable. Collectors should also look closely for errors, such as off-center strikes, missing plating, or unusual die marks. Error coins are rare and can significantly increase value, sometimes reaching £10, £20, or more depending on the type and severity of the error. Although the 2008 2-pence coin is not considered rare, it represents an important moment in UK coin history due to the introduction of the Royal Shield design. For beginner collectors, it is an excellent coin to start with, and for seasoned collectors, it remains a meaningful part of a complete British decimal collection.